Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studios. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Guys, John McTavish. How you guys doing today?
Doing well.
Good band. Band's back together. Whoop, whoop.
That's right. So today we are talking about the Trinidad Espiritu Series No. 2 Toro. Cigar is more of a Toro Extra, 6-inch by 54. Comes out of the Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Brazilian Arapiraca. Binder is from Nicaragua. Filler is from Nicaragua and Brazil. It is blended by Rafael Nodal and AJ Fernandez. Price point is $10.15, and the cigar was released in February of 2021. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
You know, guys, when I think about COVID-19 and I think about like what it's meant to me and you know, for me is I think about AJ. So I think about AJ because he makes so much stuff that I get to virtually or through my mouth visit him almost on like a monthly basis, I realize. You know?
Okay.
And you know, so you know, in terms of talking about this specific cigar, there's really not much to say than that because it's like Starbucks. You know, you go to Starbucks, you're gonna get the best cup of coffee? Absolutely not. Are you gonna get a consistent cup of coffee around the entire country and you know what you're gonna pay for a cup of coffee? Yes, you do. So that's exactly what you're gonna get with this cigar. Take your pick. Go to
Seth,
go any Starbucks you want.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts on this cigar?
I mean, listen, it produced, rich earth, strong spice notes. I was getting this blueberry jam quality in the first third. Really kind of consistent from the beginning to end was just baking spices, chocolates, earth, got some hazelnuts, pepper, sweet spices, medium full.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
So I have two thoughts. First of all, June's been complaining because he's concerned he's at the top of the review list every week, and that is I guarantee you it's not going to be this one. And number two, I disagree, sir. I don't think this is an AJ profile. I don't feel like this is a typical AJ profile. And when Aaron was saying
you're smoking in the wintertime, John.
I'm sorry that my palate is so much better than you, and that I've been quarantined and
it is very cold,
getting COVID, so I can still taste things. But when Aaron said this was from AJ, I was like, this doesn't. I'm so confused. And then when you said Rafael Nodal, I went, oh, that makes perfect sense. This is yet another example, I think, of where, to me, this tastes more like Rafael's influence than AJ's influence. And I mean, it's reflected in the flavors. To me, the first third is coffee, not Starbucks coffee, but actual coffee, leather, cedar, baking spices, and a light chocolate. And it doesn't have that earth leather dominant profile that I get out of a lot of the AJ blends. So I was like, oh, this is quite good. I'm surprised. And then the second third was like a stewed fruit, sweetness, raisin, baking spices, Christmas cake, light leather, wood. And I was like, this is a good cigar. And then the last third was still good, like still okay. Chocolate espresso, baking spices, but it just wasn't quite at the same level. And it had a little bit of earthiness that ended up sort of muting the rest of the flavors. But you know, it's an AJ cigar, so the burn was fantastic. I burned the ash up to 2 inches, and I probably could have gone longer, but I was like, I don't want to wear this, and I don't have no intention of doing a long ash contest, so I knocked it off at 2 inches, but it probably would have gone further than that. So if anyone cares about long ashes, you know, if you score a cigar based on ash, then, you know, this is probably one you should smoke. The draw was a little bit resistant, but still serviceable. Overall, I like this cigar. I'll smoke this again. This is nice.
Yeah, for me, the flavor profile was on the darker side with the dark wood, later dry earth joining in. Tight draw probably led to the cigar heating up towards the end with more deliberate draws needed to kind of produce sufficient smoke production. I know there's a lot of people like John that likes this darker profile, but for me, with the cigar, it was just a bit too mundane. With the dryness, it didn't really provide any supporting notes that made the profile pop. You know, it's worth a try to see if you like it, you know, around that $10 price point. I just don't see myself really returning to it. Had a couple relays had to do. I also had a pretty snug draw, and like I
Wow.
mentioned, so it was not the most favorable experience in regards to smoking. Then I think we have that darker kind of profile, and then you have to do some deliberate draws. It kind of just it doesn't make a good combination. So, all right, let's get into the scores. Start at the top with John at 6.52. Seth was next at 5.85. Jiunn gave it a 5.75, and I gave it a 4.80. So, John, how'd that 6.52 match up for you?
That matches up very well. Even though I had a bit of a tight draw, which affected the score, I think 652 seems right to me based on the flavor profile. This is what I think about when I think about a 6.5 cigar.
All right, Seth, 5.85. You're muted.
Oh, rookie move. Rookie move.
That pretty much adds up. Fairly, simplistic and flavors delivered. Not bad flavors, but just kind of consistent from the beginning to end.
All right, Jiunn, 5.75.
Yeah, it's, really, really good construction as expected from AJ stuff. I didn't taste any of this Raphael that you're talking about, John.
Yeah, I didn't taste any of this AJ that you're talking about, and
You just
certainly
don't visit Raphael frequently enough.
I mean, I feel like we've certainly had enough reps of AJ cigars in the last 18 months that we should know the DNA of an AJ cigar by now. I mean,
You don't think
goodness
this?
knows.
I thought this was classic, quintessential AJ.
Maybe a little bit in the last third, but no,
What is what is that one that Raphael did that I liked? Monte Cristo. Monte
Yeah.
Cristo?
Yeah, and this was, I wouldn't say it was the same because it wasn't, but you can definitely get shades of that flavor profile out of this for sure. For me, anyways.
Yeah, man. I don't know. So I'll send the rest to you.
All
I
right.
think I have. I don't know if I have any more. I hope I don't have any more. There's not even. Yeah. I
But
hope I
if
don't
you
have any more.
do,
All right, my
You'll send me the
4.80
bands.
matches up well. It was a low average flavor profile. Construction was iffy on this one, which is not typically what I get from an AG produced cigar,
yeah, that
but
sucks.
I got it. So that's what took it down below the 5s. Final thoughts from you guys on this one?
Regardless of what we think, I assume this brand's doing pretty well in the marketplace because this kind of has every hallmark of, a well packaged, well presented cigar that's probably going to sell well. What was the price point in this?
10.15.
It's a little premium, but I think it'll still do well.
Yeah, I mean, Seth, you mentioned in your review about the bands and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these colors are nice, especially with that wrapper color. It pops. You mentioned the Escurio, but I think when I saw this, it just took me right to the CAO Brasilia, right away, kind of a thing. So it's got more of a color pop there, and they got a ton of
It's pretty
swag.
vibrant, like a vibrant color mix.
Yeah, it's nice, and especially with that dark wrapper, so it goes together well.
Do you think they do a Connecticut next and then we change the colors again, or do you think hopefully they stop it too and realize that it's a bridge too far already?
You know what? Connecticut might be interesting now that you say that. I don't know if they could do it though.
Trinidad, Connecticut?
No, I'm just thinking. I don't know that has Raphael done a lot of Connecticut's. He doesn't normally blend. He blends in the
Think-
heavier spectrum.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
He
he
did
just
the,
goes to AJ and
they
AJ
did
gives
the
him a
Warhawk.
cigar.
Do you remember? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did he do Warhawk? But remember he did the South
Did he do
Beach,
Warhawk?
the Sobe when he did Aging Room South Beach?
Mhm.
Mm.
That's some of the old Asian room stuff was
Legit.
was
That
tasty.
good stick, man.
I
Well,
wish they
if-
still made it's just
Yeah, if Raphael did the Warhawk, then I need to eat my words because I smoked the Warhawk just the other day, and man, oh, so good, so good.
All right, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. But also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.